Mother Mary Teresa Boyajiu, honored in the Catholic Church as Saint Teresa of Calcutta, was an Albanian Indian, Roman Catholic nun and missionary. She was born in Skopje, now the capital of North Macedonia, then part of the Kosovo Vilayet of the Ottoman Empire. After living in Skopje for 18 years, she moved to Ireland and then to India, where she lived for most of her life. As a little girl, Agnes Ganja Boyajiu grew up in an Albanian family in Macedonia. She loved to sing in the church choir, read, and write poems about love of God. By the time she was 12, she firmly believed she was called to religious life, and at age 14, she joined a church society for young girls. It was there she first heard about Catholic missionaries. As a senior in high school, she felt drawn to the Loreto order in Bengal, India. She later said, "I decided to leave my home and become a nun, and since then I've never doubted that I've done the right thing. It was the will of God. It was His choice." After a training period in Loreto Abbey outside Dublin, she sailed to Calcutta, where she lived for a while before going to the convent in Darjeeling. In addition to studying English, she learnt Hindi and Bengali, and she was given instruction in teaching. She took her vows in the name Teresa, patron saint of missionaries, in 1931. Her first work was as a teacher at a convent school in Calcutta. She took her final vows in 1937. Although she enjoyed teaching, she longed to help the suffering outside the convent, something forbidden in the Loreto order. Mother Teresa was the school's principal in 1946, when a massive riot erupted. She literally had to roam Calcutta's street in search of food for her students. There, she saw many of the 20,000 Calcuttans who were injured or dead. The next month, aboard a train for a retreat in Darjeeling, she experienced what she called, the call within a call, to leave the convent and help the poor while living among them. The next year, Rome granted her permission to work with the poor in the slums and to start her own order. Before embarking on her work in 1948, she received basic medical training. As an independent nun, she literally walked the streets of Calcutta looking for ways to give of herself, and spent the night at St. Joseph's. She wrote, "I picked up a man from the street, and he was eaten up alive from worms. Nobody could stand him, and he was smelling so badly. I went to him to clean him, and he asked, 'Why do you do this?' I said, 'Because I love you.'" Eventually Mother Teresa was joined by other nuns who worked alongside her in the streets, and went from house to house asking for donations. The order she established in 1950, the Missionaries of Charity, grew quickly, and in 1965, was granted papal recognition, which meant she could expand her work outside India. She also established a self-supporting leper community in India, an order for male missionaries, and 2 associations of co-workers, who vowed to live simply, pray for the suffering and provide financial support. By 1990, Missionaries of Charity houses numbered 450 in 95 nations. In 1979, Mother Teresa received both the Nobel Peace Prize and the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. She routinely taught those who joined her order to treat each person, no matter how ill, as God's child. She wrote, "Speak tenderly to them, let there be kindness in your face, in your eyes, in your smile, in the warmth of your greeting. Don't only give your care, but give your heart as well." In 2012 her foundation had over 4,500 nuns and was active in 133 countries. The foundation manages homes for people who are dying of HIV, AIDS, leprosy and tuberculosis. It also runs soup kitchens, dispensaries, mobile clinics, children's and family counseling programs, as well as orphanages and schools. Teresa received a number of honors, including the 1962 Ramon Magsaysay Peace Prize and 1979 Nobel Peace Prize. She was canonized on 4 September 2016, and the anniversary of her death, 5 September, is her feast day. A controversial figure during her life and after her death, Teresa was admired by many for her charitable work. She was praised and criticized on various counts, such as for her views on abortion and contraception, and was criticized for poor conditions in her houses for the dying. Mother Teresa allowed God use her on multiple fronts. You can be a world changer. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.